Young Lou, who's going to give us a quick overview of how she conducts the Brigance.
Run the Brigance assessment is very time consuming.
Yes.
Yeah, for example, this class is new to me, so that's why throughout the school year, I started the diagnostic assessment at the very beginning.
Right.
Then I realized, because I don't know students very well, so I'd rather wait a little bit so that I get more familiar with him, they're more comfortable with me, and then when I come back again just to run the second assessment, I found I already know them very well, and it's a lot easier for me. So that's why I start my second assessment starting from February and run it periodically whenever students is ready. So running right through whenever the students is ready.
I understand.
Right? From February to June. That's why I put the dates. It's not just a one-time thing.
So there are examples of two booklets. So this one you said is the mathematics, right? And under the mathematics, I see here that you have circled number 1 and number 2 there because the student is able to perform those tasks, right? And then the number 3, 4, 5, and 6, the student is not able to perform. So you've underlined those. And down here in identifies shapes, the student has been able to identify all of those.
They can point, they can name, they can match.
Right. So here, what recognizes quantities? Now you've put a line through that. So what does that mean?
Underline means they are not able to recognize quantities. So basically, if you ask, give me 3 items, they are not able to figure out how many items, right?
I can see here at the bottom of the table you've got for each administered, for each assessment administered, you have I for interview, observation, performance in the left margin. So that's what those letters in the margin mean. For example, here you've got key in the margin, which means that the student performed
the tasks. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a quick look at the literacy. So under the literacy, you have deletes word parts and phonemes and words, so you underline that.
Then the
students is not able to do it. Reads basic vocabulary words, and you've circled some that they're able to do and underlined others. And then down here, reads color words, reads words for common signs, and so on. Write simple sentences you've underlined because they can't do.
Ongoing,
it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. I never it's always sometimes it goes with flow. Whenever students are ready to do some work, so I will sit down during some one-to-one session. So I run. It also depends on their readiness and willingness to participate. Sometimes I feel they're not ready. They're very agitated. So I'll just stop and come back at another time. Right. So it depends on many factors. Sometimes you have to observe them in a more natural learning environment, and you don't have to run the assessment. Actually, you know they are able to do it, so you can put maybe observation, so that maybe you already observe they're able to perform those tasks in a natural setting, rather than have them sit down and do the task for you.
I understand. Yes, so I can see that. So you know, it's sort of unnatural to do it in a classroom setting. Is that what you're saying? Whereas,
so sometimes when you purposely set a time for them and they don't know how to do it. But then actually from the natural setting, you already observe they're able to do it. Right? So it totally depends.
It depends. So that's where the professional judgment comes in.
Sometimes, your assessment is more, depends on your observation. Their natural learning, right?
I gotcha.
This is basically one-on-one session. I will ask one of the kids to come to Promethean board to perform an academic task. So before we start, this is the transition strategies we use. So first and board. So I'll show the kids. Now it's time for to do desk work. To do some work with me, and then you will take a break. So that's the transition.
So they understand these symbols. They've been working on these for a while.
We always use the first and to help them with the transition.
All right.
Today, Brandon, we are going to do 3 tasks. Okay. Good job.
That's right. Sweet. B. That's right.
Wow.
C. C.
Excellent.
That's right.
Count how many hamburgers? 1, 2, 3. So how many?
3.
Good job. At the beginning of the school year, I
That's not
attended
right.
a couple
Try
of
again.
sessions from our
7.
TDSB workshop about the board maker online studio. The instructor there show us where you can get certain type of resources, so we can go
6.
online. We search for the activities that is like suitable for your classroom students' level and needs. So basically, you can browse 2. Those activities. So select the one that you want for students.
I would assume these would connect with assessments
7.
that you've done with the Brigance, and you've identified specific areas that you want to work on.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
For example, if you your kids they do like they are able to match some of the letters, but not all. So for example, one of the activities I have for them is matching the uppercase letter with lowercase letter.
6.
This is another activity that I developed based on Brigance. So all those skills that in different bins that basically students need to practice is either related to their literacy, numeracy, and also fine motor skills. For example, those are the symbol task that requires students should be able to match by color and also by different shapes, and also they need the fine motor skills to ensemble them. And then I call it independent work box because usually I'm going each time I give students with the beginning learners, I give them only 3 tasks. While with advanced learners, I may give them 5 tasks in a row. So every time they come to the board, they know they're supposed to pick the picture and find the bin. Okay, so they take the bin over the table here, and they need to complete the bin work completely. And once they are done, they undo the task and they need to put the bin. So that's considered one task.
So they would do that independently, or would they have guidance?
Eventually, so basically another strategy we use, we talk about hierarchy prompt, right? So each different kid are at different levels. Some kids will have to do the full physical tasks, while other kids, I start with partial physical prompt or verbal or gesture prompt, but eventually they are completely on their own. They can do it independently.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, so the whole, because it's also related to work experience, like in the future. Right. So they may be told to complete some tasks. So once they are clear about what they are expected to do, right? So they can be completely independent.
You have come up with these particular activities based on a variety of different resources.
Yes.
So ABA strategies.
Yes.
And the tasks galore.
Task galore. Yes. So if I see a task from task galore that is relevant to their levels and skills, so I'll just get some ideas from the task and just apply the idea into the bin and make it a bin for students. So
now, I really like how you've combined the physical activities with the technology. You've been able to integrate that very nicely.
Some of the kids, they're very familiar with Promethean board before, right? So they know they are expected to do a task on the board, but then it depends on how difficult the task itself is, right? It may take longer for them to learn new tasks, but at least they are familiar with the strategy. But with this, it's comparatively new to some of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Young, for showing us your classroom, your activities, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.